Welcome to the Premia TNC YouTube channel. Thinking of starting a business in Taiwan? You're in the right place. Taiwan is a thriving business hub with a strong economy, advanced infrastructure, and investor-friendly policies, making it an ideal destination for entrepreneurs. In this video, we'll walk you through the essentials of company incorporation in Taiwan. From choosing the right business structure to understanding compliance requirements, we'll break down the key steps to help you set up your business smoothly. Let's get started. Taiwan offers four main types of corporate entities: the limited company by shares, the branch office, and the representative office. Each structure has its own unique features and benefits, and choosing the right one depends on your business goals, level of liability protection, and expansion plans. A limited company is a separate legal entity that protects shareholders' personal assets from company liabilities. It offers flexibility in management and decision-making, while also benefiting from tax incentives based on its business activities. To establish one, registration with the Taiwan Ministry of Economic Affairs is required. For businesses seeking to raise capital, a limited company by shares may be the ideal option. This corporate structure allows shareholders to own company shares, with their liability limited to their capital contributions. Ownership is determined by the distribution of shares, and shareholder agreements govern important aspects such as voting rights, dividend distribution, and share transferability. One of the biggest advantages of this structure is its ability to attract investors, as the company can issue shares to secure additional funding for growth and expansion. Moreover, shares can be transferred easily, providing liquidity for shareholders and making it easier to adjust ownership without disrupting business operations. This structure is well suited for businesses that anticipate growth and may require external investment. For foreign businesses looking to expand into Taiwan without setting up a separate legal entity, establishing a branch office is a viable option. Taiwan's strategic location and robust economy make it an attractive gateway to the Asian market. The process of setting up a branch office is relatively straightforward, and one key advantage is that it is only taxed on the profits generated within Taiwan, potentially minimizing the foreign company's overall tax burden. However, it is important to note that a branch office is an extension of the foreign parent company, meaning that the parent company is fully liable for its operations and financial obligations. Unlike other corporate structures, a branch office does not require a local director or supervisor, which simplifies administrative processes. While there are no specific restrictions on the type of business activities a branch office can engage in, companies must ensure compliance with local regulations and have a solid market entry strategy to establish their brand successfully. A representative office, on the other hand, is designed for foreign companies that want to explore business opportunities in Taiwan without engaging in commercial activities. This nonprofit entity primarily serves as a liaison and promotional platform, allowing companies to conduct market research, negotiate contracts, and establish relationships with local partners. However, a representative office cannot generate revenue, engage in sales, or conduct manufacturing. All financial transactions must be handled through the parent company, and while it is allowed to hire local employees, there are specific regulations regarding employment numbers based on the size and scope of the office. It is important to differentiate a representative office from a branch or subsidiary, as it is limited in its functions and serves solely as a gateway for market exploration. Although it is not required to file VAT or corporate income tax returns if there are no sales, it must still submit annual withholding tax reports if it hires employees. Therefore, businesses considering this structure should carefully evaluate their objectives and consult with legal and financial experts before proceeding. Essential requirements for incorporating a company in Taiwan. General requirements for establishing a business in Taiwan. To establish a business in Taiwan, certain legal requirements must be met. The company must have a minimum capital of at least one new Taiwan dollar, and it must appoint at least one director and one shareholder. Neither the director nor shareholder is required to be a resident of Taiwan unless specified by the company type or business activity. For example, limited partnerships or entities requiring a resident director or legal representative must meet this residency requirement. Additionally, a signed lease agreement or a consent letter from the landlord is mandatory before proceeding with company registration. For foreign investors, approval from the Ministry of Economic Affairs is required before moving forward. While the minimum capital requirement for establishing a company in Taiwan is one new Taiwan dollar, it is advisable to set a capital amount sufficient to cover the initial operating costs for the first 3 to 6 months following incorporation. Next, essential documentation for company registration. The documentation required for company registration in Taiwan includes several crucial items. These documents consist of the application letter, articles of incorporation, shareholder agreement, and identification documents for all directors and shareholders. Foreign investors must also submit proof of foreign investment approval and capital remittance certification from the Ministry of Economic Affairs. In cases where special permits or licenses are needed for the business operations, these approvals must also be submitted with the registration application. Furthermore, the lease agreement or consent letter from the landlord, along with a copy of the latest property tax bill, must be provided as evidence of a legal business location. Let's talk about the process of incorporating a company in Taiwan. The first step is pre-approval for your company name. You'll need to submit an application to the Ministry of Economic Affairs to reserve your desired name and business scope. It's important to ensure the name is unique and not already in use to avoid legal conflicts. Along with the application, a brief description of your business activities may be required. Once the name is approved, you can move on to official company registration. This involves preparing key documents, including the articles of incorporation and details of shareholders, directors, and supervisors. These must be submitted to the Ministry of Economic Affairs or the relevant local government office, depending on your company's capital. You'll also need to pay the necessary registration fees. Upon approval, you'll receive a company registration certificate, which legally establishes your business and allows you to begin operations. The next step is tax registration. You'll need to apply for a tax code and register your company with the National Taxation Bureau. This process requires submitting details about your business operations, financial projections, and activity scope. In some cases, a tax interview may be necessary to verify your operations and ensure compliance with local tax regulations. Completing this step properly will help you fulfill your tax obligations and avoid potential legal issues. After tax registration, you must establish a corporate bank account to manage your finances. Choose a bank that aligns with your business needs and provides strong corporate banking support. You'll need to submit key documents, including your company registration certificate, identification of directors, and proof of address. Some banks may also require an initial capital deposit. A corporate bank account is essential for handling transactions, payroll, and maintaining financial transparency. Lastly, depending on your business activities, you may need to obtain specific permits and licenses to operate legally. Ensuring you have the right approvals not only keeps you compliant with regulations, but also builds credibility and trust with customers and stakeholders. Utilizing investment incentives and grants in Taiwan. Taiwan's strategic location at the heart of the Asia-Pacific region, combined with its advanced infrastructure, robust industrial foundation, and skilled workforce, makes it a compelling investment destination. To further enhance its appeal, the government offers a range of incentives aimed at fostering innovation, sustainability, and competitiveness. These include tax credits under the Statute for Industrial Innovation, which support research and development, stock-based employee compensation, and smart machinery investments essential for modernization. Companies using undistributed earnings for substantial investments are also exempted from the 5% business income tax on these earnings, reducing financial burdens and encouraging reinvestment. Additionally, non-tax incentives, such as subsidies for R&D and collaborative technological advancements, provide substantial support to both local and foreign enterprises focused on cutting-edge technologies like 5G and green energy solutions. This comprehensive approach enhances Taiwan's attractiveness for high-value industries and reinforces its position in the global economy. Key investment programs and protections. Taiwan's government actively promotes investment through initiatives like the 5+2 Industrial Innovation Program and the Invest Taiwan platform, which serves as a single-window service for investors seeking streamlined processes. Through investment conferences, global delegations, and partnerships with overseas offices in key regions, Taiwan showcases its economic strengths and attracts strategic investments to fill industrial chain gaps. Comprehensive investment protection agreements further reassure investors by addressing risks such as expropriation and foreign exchange controls, while ensuring the free repatriation of capital, dividends, and profits. These agreements also promote fair treatment and compensation in cases of war, riots, or national emergencies. This robust framework, combined with Taiwan's investor-friendly environment and focus on high-tech growth sectors, positions it as a premier hub for business expansion, innovation, and global partnerships. Unlock your gateway to success in Taiwan with Premia TNC. Ready to expand into Taiwan's dynamic market? Let Premia TNC guide you through every step of establishing your company in this thriving business hub. With our in-depth expertise in Taiwan's legal and regulatory frameworks, we simplify the company registration process to help you get started with confidence. From entity selection and license applications to ongoing compliance and tax support, our tailored solutions address all your business needs, allowing you to focus on growth and innovation. Contact us today to learn how our expert team can assist with your Taiwan company registration. With a proven track record of helping both local and international businesses succeed, we are equipped to support your operational and strategic goals. Partner with Premia TNC for a smooth, efficient, and rewarding entry into Taiwan's competitive business environment.